India has always shown the world how to live in harmony. For thousands of years, India has had a reputation of peace and harmony. This is being challenged. There are forces in our country that are dividing the country. And it is very dangerous for the country, and it ruins our reputation abroad. Many people in the Democratic Party and the Republican Party asked me, what is going on in your country? We always believed that your country worked together. We always believed that your country was peaceful. India's reputation in the world is very important. The world is transforming, and people are looking towards us. China is rising. We have a relationship with the United States. Many countries in a violent world are looking towards India and saying, maybe India has the answer for peaceful coexistence in the 21st century. So we cannot afford to lose our most powerful asset. Our most powerful asset is that 1.3 billion people lived happily, non-violently, peacefully. And the world respected us for that. And this is something that as Congress people, every single one of us has to defend. India is a country that belongs to all its people. Doesn't matter who they are. I can see my Sikh brothers. I can see people from different states. India does not belong to any one of you. India belongs to this entire room. India belongs to every single one of us, and that is what the Congress Party is.
There's a fair bit of corruption in India, and your party is, for right or wrong, been stigmatized by it. So what do you think should be done to actually address this issue?
One of the things that we did was the right to information. And what the right to information did was massively increase transparency. So a lot of the problem that we faced was actually because of a massive increase in transparency that we created, which, by the way, Mr. Modi has shut down. So Mr. Modi has basically clamped down on the RTI, on the right to information. So the amount of information that was flying around in our time is simply not flying around. So one reason we got into quite a lot of trouble was because we dramatically increased the amount of transparency. But if you want to take on corruption in India, corruption happens because of arbitrary centralized power. You have to crack arbitrary centralized power. You have to decentralize power. Unless you decentralize power, you're not going to take on the corruption issue. I think the term manufacturing has completely transformed. So even the clear division between manufacturing and services that we used to use, I don't think it's a very valid split. Traditionally, manufacturing units were silos. And the general mindset is that it was a concrete structure with things being manufactured inside. That's not what modern manufacturing is. Modern manufacturing, those concrete structures are actually networks. And those networks are linked to the services system and everything. So again, splitting clearly, saying, manufacturing is separate, services separate, problematic. I think a much better frame is jobs. Right? A much better frame is, from my perspective or your perspective, India is creating 400 million, is moving 400 million people from a rural to an urban environment. Doesn't matter how we employ them. Right. We have to employ them. Correct. And we are highly unlikely to employ 400 large numbers, hundreds of millions of people in services.
So one of the things, I think you were speaking to people who are at the cutting edge of automation, artificial intelligence-based systems, and so on. Do you see this impacting this process of creating jobs? In a sense, take a driver, right? I mean, you could move from a village and get employed as a driver in a city, but of course, if you get self-driving cars, that's a category of jobs. Mr. Gadkari, in fact, just announced that he's going to ban self-driving cars.
He's going to ban self-driving
I think
cars.
this is in the press that he said that this would. I'm fairly sure I have this right.
This is the same argument that was made when India was moving into computers, that computers will take away jobs. I've heard both sides. I've heard that self-driving cars and the like will take away jobs from people. I've also heard that they will create many more jobs for people. My sense is that I think there will always be jobs. So even though I've heard that, I don't think that jobs are going to disappear because of automation. That's my sense. I think the nature of a job will change.
Correct.
And the structure of a job will change.
Right.
But I don't think we will live in a world where human beings don't have anything to do.
Well, I think the issue is a bit more. And again,
I mean,
well, that's a separate discussion. We'll come back next time.
I mean, human beings will always find something to do.